The World Cup this year started off a little bit controversial. It was heavily speculated that Qatar had bribed Ecuador to lose their opening match, but that was then proved false when Ecuador outperformed Qatar immensely, making them the first host nation in history to lose their opening match. Then England beat Iran, shocking nobody. Senegal deserved to win but lost against Netherlands, and then the USA, disappointingly, only got a draw from Wales. But this is when the fun began. Argentina proceeded to lose their opening match after a 36-match unbeaten streak, cementing a bunch of doubt on Messi's side. Even Mexico became confident, even though they historically never beat Argentina and were in terrible form ahead of the competition. Their confidence grew with a draw from Poland, who got a penalty saved by Ochoa. Denmark disappointed everyone, giving the first 0-0 of the competition, and Australia really gave everyone the hope that the World Cup curse was a thing by beating France 1-0, but then the French scored 4. So yeah, that did not last long. Morocco and Croatia were scoreless, and then the second big shock of the tournament happened when Japan beat Germany 2-1. Spain then went crazy and scored 7 past Costa Rica, probably should have saved some of those goals for the future, and Belgium scraped the win against Canada, who deserved more. Closing up the first match week, Switzerland beat Cameroon, Uruguay tied scoreless against South Korea, Portugal beat Ghana, but almost conceded in the last minute and had the opposition sue on them. And Brazil comfortably beat Serbia, shushing everyone in the comments that they were the favorites. Moving on to the second match week, Wales and Iran played a very exciting game, where Hennessy gets a red card, leading to a 2-0 victory to Iran in the last 10 minutes, which had everyone excited that Iran were going through. Senegal gave Qatar their second L of the tournament, but were nice enough to let them score at least 1 goal. Ecuador and Netherlands drew 1-1, with Ecuador deserving a better result, and then the USA played better than England, with the Brits too distracted on what the sport is called, football or soccer. It really doesn't matter now, does it? Australia gets an amazing 3 points from Tunisia, Poland destroys Saudi hopes, France beat a shockingly disappointing Danish side, and Messi shushes the Mexican supporters and haters by rolling the ball in from outside the box. This made Canelo want to beat Messi up. Costa Rica, who conceded 7, beat Japan, who beat Germany. And this World Cup begins to take shape as the weirdest in history. Morocco beats Belgium, creating conflict between the attackers and the defenders, proving that the Belgium squad is not the best team in the world. Somebody please tell the FIFA rankings that. Croatia goes wild on Canada, who had started the game winning, and Spain and Germany surprised nobody and tied the biggest game of the group stages. Serbia tied with Cameroon after being 2 goals ahead because they did not understand the offside rule. Ghana beat South Korea 3-2, and Brazil beat Serbia only 1-0. Portugal then took revenge on Uruguay, beating them 2-0. In the final match week, Senegal beat Ecuador 2-1, scoring their second goal whilst Ecuador was still celebrating, qualifying them to the next round. Netherlands comfortably beat Qatar 2-0, also qualifying them, and also showing that the only thing that Qatar could do this tournament was lose by 2 goals. Christian Pulisic put his balls on the line to give the USA the 3 points and a ticket to the next round, whilst England qualified to the next round as favorites in the competition after scoring the most goals. France, who had already qualified, lost to Tunisia after only playing subs. Australia surprised every single soul on this planet by beating Denmark and qualifying to the next round. Denmark, everybody's dark horse, which actually eventually made them favorites, got knocked out in the first round. Argentina comfortably beat Poland with Szczesny slapping Messi. Mexico beat Saudi Arabia but gave up after Saudi scored, not knowing that the third would still have qualified them to the next round because of goals in favor, not goals difference. Croatia and Belgium tied 0-0, showing that Croatia is no fun. Morocco beat Canada, qualifying first in the group with Belgium and Croatia. Japan then shocked favorite Spain, and Costa Rica almost had us believing they'd beat Germany. But then Germans woke up, remember that they had to play, not only protest, and then got knocked out anyways when Japan topped the group with Spain second. South Korea shocked Portugal, which eventually actually knocked Uruguay out, who did beat Ghana, but the officials were not able to afford a VAR for that game. See the penalties that they had conceded. This made Cavani very, very mad. Switzerland and Serbia had one of the most exciting games of the tournament, proving everybody in the comments once again that Serbia is not all that. And then Cameroon stuns a substitute Brazil, which, let's be honest, is better than 90% of the rest of the teams in the tournament. And Cameroon striker got sent off after celebrating, taking his shirt off, already having a yellow, getting a second one, and then sent off. And this is when the fun begins. Round of 16. Mexico usually gets knocked out at this point. Unfortunately, that already happened. But starting off with the US of A, it looked like they were building up to a comeback after scoring 1 against the Netherlands after being 2-0 down. But then the Dutch destroyed their hopes and dreams and scored again, knocking them out of the tournament. And then Argentina were comfortably beating Australia, shocking nobody, but then conceded the best own goal of the tournament. That was recognized by FIFA at the end of the trophy. Nice little trophy for Enzo Fernandez there. And then gave all the Argentinians a heart attack in the last minutes of the games when Martinez got that save at the end. France destroyed Poland with Mbappe breaking them ankles, and England destroyed Senegal's hopes and dreams. Croatia tied again, beating Japan in penalties, proving that Croatia is still the most boring team. Morocco held back Spain and beat them on penalties. Spain missed every penalty, even though Luis Enrique said live on stream that they had practiced them a ton.
Señores, tenéis deberes para el Mundial, tenéis que llegar cada uno con mínimo 1000 penaltis tirados en vuestros equipos.
Ugh. Brazil made Sun cry, and Portugal took out their handicap and scored 6 past Switzerland. We are finally in quarterfinals, where Croatia finally beats a team... Nope, never mind. They drew against Brazil and won on penalties. A win is a win, I guess. Argentina outplays Netherlands for over 75 minutes, proving Van Gaal wrong. But never mind, Netherlands tied the game in the last second. And just like in 2014... Argentina beat Netherlands on penalties with a saucy Martinez and giving us some of the best gems of this tournament. Morocco stunned Portugal, and then Mr. Champions League had to create an account on LinkedIn and Indeed. And England played better but choked against France just like they have been doing since 1966. Croatia finally doesn't tie a game and loses the first semi-final leg to Argentina 3-0 with Messi playing with Gvardiol just like he does with his dog.
Racing away from Gvardiol, twisting him, turning him, getting behind him.
And France broke African hearts. Croatia actually wins a game in normal time. 2-1 against Morocco. Nobody was rooting for them though, let's be honest. We all wanted the African team to win this game and get third. Finally, we have the final. Argentina against France, France against Argentina, Messi against Mbappe, and Ronaldo, and Madrid, and Mexico, and Croatia. Well, anybody who Messi pissed off in the last couple of decades were rooting for France at this point. But that did not matter because Argentina scored 2, and as they were preparing to lift the World Cup, and Argentina fans were chanting, "Where's Mbappe? Where's Mbappe?" Well, Mbappe scored 2 and took it to extra time, making a lot of Argentinians cry like a bunch of babies. At least that's what I was told. But then in extra time, Messi scored a 3rd. But then Mbappe scored again. And for the 5th time in the tournament, the World Cup champion would be defined from the penalty spot. First up, Mbappe, France. According to the probabilities, France was shooting first. They had the chances to win it. According to that one statistic everyone is guided by. So Mbappe steps up. Martinez already had conceded 2 of his penalties during regular time. Was trying to get in his head. And Mbappe scored. Yeah. No one's surprised. That guy is really good at penalties. Messi also steps up. And Messi scores. His 5th penalty in the tournament. Messi puts it away. Then Martinez starts with the mind games again. Gets into Koeman's head. And saved Koeman's penalty. Then Dybala, after that, scores his penalty. And then Martinez hypnotized Tchouaméni. I don't know what the heck he did. He threw the ball to the side, made him walk even more, started getting into his head, and Tchouaméni just missed the goal. And this is when Paredes steps up. And it wasn't his best penalty, but Lloris just went the wrong way. So, again, Argentina has a pretty good lead, just like they had against Netherlands. Then Colomwani goes up for this penalty. And again, Martinez goes to him, looks at him in the eyes and says, I know you, I know you. Shit, I didn't even know who this guy was before this competition. It was very scary. I was like, yeah, he's missing this. And that was the best penalty yet. Yeah, straight down the middle, very high. Even if Martinez was just standing there, I'm pretty sure it would have been a goal. Gonzalo Montiel goes up for the last penalty. As a River Plate fan, I know he can shoot penalties. I was already confident that he was going to score and give Argentina the title. And that is exactly what happened. He scored, and Messi was finally proclaimed as the ultimate GOAT ahead of Ronaldo. But then out of nowhere, even though they have been retired for 40 years, the conversation started to go, instead of Ronaldo, Messi, is he better than Pelé? Is he better than Maradona? We'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. All in all, I think that this is probably in the 4 World Cups I've watched. So I've watched 2010, 2014, 2018, and 2022. This has for sure been the most exciting one. I think I'm a little biased, obviously, because I was rooting for Argentina. I have a lot of Argentinian roots. I was raised in Argentina, so like, why wouldn't I? It was very emotional, very exciting. And besides my obvious fanatism for Messi and Argentina, I think it had the most twists and turns and most unexpected. Like, who was expecting Morocco to go to get 4th in the competition ahead of, you know, Belgium, England, a shit ton of teams. Additionally, so many other curses had been broken, which I'll also go over in a soon to come video. All in all, I think I'd give this a 9 out of 10 for a World Cup. I'm not going to give it a perfect score because I'm not forgetting that the shit was held in Qatar. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe. Anything that you can do helps me out a lot. And yeah, see you later.